What's up, guys? Your boy Cisco from Video Games Underground, and yes, I am back on the Quidd platform, and for good reason as well. Um, I do want to address one thing real quick before we get started. I have had a lot of people ask me, "Hey, why don't you make V videos, or why don't we see you on VeVe anymore?" Well, here's why. I continuously try to log in. I go to my email, and I have no emails from the game. I can't access my account. And I know it's the right email. I know it's the right, everything. And yet I can't. And it sucks. Because I would like to be able to get back in there, but it is what it is. Back to Quidd. Quidd is, I tell you what, Quidd is trying. Quidd is grinding. Quidd is doing everything in their power to try to make it to where people come back to this game. This game is, for the past 2 months, almost 3 months now, has been floundering, has been drowning, has had little to no support, with releases happening once every blue moon. And to be honest, the releases kind of sucked. Like, even right now, the gallery has been turned into basically like a challenge of who's going to spend the most money. Whoever spends the most money and gets the most first places, or the highest rankings, or whatever case it is, you actually win $5,000 cash, which is kind of cool. I mean, it gives Gallery the honor and the respect that it should have had all along. But by doing this, they basically made all the gallery items before worthless, because they're basically telling us that this is, from this point forward, and one of the things that I've always done is I've taken part in the AMAs. And in one of the recent AMAs, they basically said all the problems with the game up until now, kind of get used to them. We're not changing any of that. We don't have time for that. We're moving forward, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it does kind of suck for the people who stuck it out and who were promised this and promised that. And now here we are at the end of the day, it just kind of getting the shaft. But it is what it is. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe they have to do that in order to be able to deliver on some of the things that they've been basically silent about over the past few months. And I say silent about because it has sucked. It has really, really sucked with these guys not informing us of anything. They basically went from, giving us updates every day to, even in the AMAs, not wanting to answer certain questions. And, it's hard to fault somebody who is trying to run a real business for not giving you the inside or the know-how that they have. And it's one of those where you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. We've actually seen where the future of this game has really been questioned, and questioned by people who are well known, well established, well respected in the community. Um, and then comes this out of nowhere. They lost Disney, they lost Marvel, they've lost all of these licenses that we cared about, that we respected, that we still have this hope will one day be mintable. But honestly, I don't believe any of those channels will ever be mintable, but that's a whole nother thing. Now they post this sports on Quidd tomorrow, and I don't know why it says tomorrow. It has said tomorrow for like 3 days now. It's going to be in 33 hours. In 33 hours, which will be basically Tuesday my time, they're going to release this. Whatever it is. It shows a soccer ball. And there's a couple of things that I kind of wanted to go over. So this is them on Twitter. And you can see here, first post was, yeah, it's happening. NFT collectors, sports cards, NFT community, football. They're really, really trying to get word out. They're really, really trying. To the point where they even hired, well, I say hired, but they've gotten these people to run around Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and to make positive posts, trying to drum up attention to these releases that they're doing. And again, I don't have an issue with that. To me, it would mean more if they didn't have to hire people to do that. You know, they didn't have to ask people, "Hey, go make a positive post. We appreciate it." To me, it would mean more, like kind of like, and I'll show you an example of that. But like here it is, Quid football, NFT, digital collectibles, blockchains. One of the things somebody did point out though was it says pound ETH. So does that mean it's only going to be purchasable with ETH? Does that mean there's a lot of questions that arise from that? And it's kind of man, it's one of those things where you want answers, but you know you can't get them. It's hard. It's hard. Everybody's kind of going crazy hoping for answers, but I guess time will tell, right? We got 33 hours till release, so there's a lot of people that have been asking, well, you know, what do we think is going to be coming? Well, here's a post. This actually was posted 11 months ago, but it's pretty simple to understand what's going on here. Anamoka Brands, which is the owner of Quidd, has teamed up with Premier League Football Club, Manchester City, and Australian club Melbourne City Football Club to develop games and collectibles based on the two teams. A December 21st post, this was December 21st of last year, um, announced the partnership will feature the men's and women's team along with the Melbourne City Club, which it also owns. Amical Brands will develop mini games for its hyper casual gaming site, Gamey. It will also create a collectible trading cards to be distributed on its NFT digital collectible subsidiary, Quidd. Da-da-da. So, almost certain this is what we're going to be looking at. These are the teams that we're going to be seeing. Man City, of course, it has the men's and women's team. Melbourne City, I believe it'll only be men's, but time will tell, I guess. Really excited about this. I'm going to be guessing that from the get-go, these will probably be mintable. They're going to want to cash in on this. They're not going to want to waste time. They're going to want to do everything they possibly can to, turn this into a positive for them. And this very well, very easily could be. Time will tell, but I believe there is a massive positive that will come of this. There was one person that I wanted to show, but I don't see her. Let's see. She posts a lot, and it's basically it's Mimi. And the reason I kind of wanted to talk about her was because of how invested she is in these Mars and these outer space and this whole thing that they're doing with this whole outer space stuff. She is thousands of dollars into this. And you want somebody who's going to champion you, who's going to lift you up and try to do things with your name. I mean, one of the easy picks would be her. I mean, she is, like I said, she is basically championing the brand to try to, in some way, use her investment in the game as a way to show everybody, like, hey, this is the way to go, man. This is the future over here. And honestly, if it very well could be. I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, this is all this stuff is so new. All this stuff is so fresh. It makes it where it's very difficult for us to be able to sit here and to make an educated guess as to the future of this this whole thing. I mean, it's so difficult to sit here and to tell somebody like, hey, put money into this, bro. This is gonna hit big. And yet she has done that time and time again. She has put her name on the line with Quidd, with the future of Quidd. And I just, there's a lot of people that don't like the way that she plays this game because they feel like she buys her way. And she does, but at the same time, like, she is one of the main reasons that people still crack open packs. They're hoping that, hey, if I pull a low number, hopefully she'll get it off me. And I honestly think we need to learn to kind of respect that, because there's not very many people right now that are doing what she's doing for our game. There's not very many people who are investing and making good positive posts. You know, it's one thing to be hired by the game to go around making, positive posts, but it's a complete another to have an investment in the game and to go around making positive posts. And that's what she's doing. And yes, she also does make some negative ones here and there, but at the core of what she's doing, she's just wanting to make sure her $30,000-$40,000 that she's invested, whatever it is, has a future. And honestly, I mean, it's kind of what we all want, is to know at the end of the day that our money is good with Quidd. And I tell you right now, for the longest time, we weren't sure. We really weren't sure. But now there's a future. Now there's a chance. Now there is some sort of hopefulness, I guess you could say. You know, I mean, look at the sales in the last 24 hours. $55 was the highest sell. Last 7 days, $55. Damn, that sucks, bro. There's no way that's the last 30 days. Let me look. There's no way that's the best sell. Oh, that's the top brands. Okay, man, bro. I was over here. Oh my god, I was tripping for a second. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. This Nikola Jokic. The last one sold was $400. 1 of 15. That's crazy. 1 of 15. That's awesome. But, will we ever be able to mint Panini cards? Who knows? I hope. But at the end of the day, if we're being honest, like, who knows? Dude, look at this dude. Sold number 2 and number 3 to Kawhi and Luke Brown. 500 coins each. Damn. That's crazy. Look at JRG, sold his for $666. Damn. Look, Snowflake bought the last 2 of these, 7 and 14. That's crazy, isn't it? Dang. 1, 2, 3. 4 hasn't been sold. 5 hasn't been sold. 6 hasn't been sold. So, I mean, there's some out there. There's some out there. That's crazy. There's so much money in Panini, but I just hope that it all comes to fruition. I hope that eventually we can NFT our Panini cards, or some of them at least, because right now there's a lot of people investing, and is there really a future in them? Who knows? That's a lot of money to be spending on a hopeful, but we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about the soccer stuff. I believe that there's a good chance that these soccer items will have some will bring more people to the game, people that follow that team, people that follow the sport, and maybe this is a start of Quidd's reemergence as a sports collectible powerhouse in the NFT market. Time will tell. God bless, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video real quick. I'm really looking forward to the football drop. I'll do my best to make videos, but it has gotten difficult, to say the least. Kids are in school, holidays are among us, but we'll do what we can. God bless. Appreciate your support. Later, man.